Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just gonna watch the new episode of Nostalgia Critic. Thought it might be fun to watch it along with you guys. It's called Big Mama's House Nostalgia Critic. It's only 20 hours old. We still got the original thumbnail. They're gonna switch out for I think Doug's. I think it's Rob's first, then Doug's. 65,000 views. Let's do it.
From idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistance. What if they could jumpstart ideas for any assignment? What if they could be more transparent
All right,
about their
let's do
text
it, baby.
sources?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
18
It's time
minutes.
to play
I wonder why
Which
they cut the
Celebrities Movies
theme
Have We
song so short.
Surprisingly Not Made Fun of Yet.
I recognize everyone here besides the guy in the black and white.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Martin Lawrence is one of those people I just never got into.
When I get bored, I'm gonna pause it and watch read the comments. So once boredom hits me, I'll pause it and we'll watch the comments. Read the comments.
I guess he was okay in The Bad Boys.
All right, so let's see what the comments say. Ba-da-ba, we have reached full circle. I am here because I used to watch NC a lot around ago. Life happened. I dropped off, but now I'm nostalgia for Nostalgia Critic. What a time to be alive. Uh, fucking Doug is like, what's your favorite Martin Lawrence movie? And are you ready for LOTR month? Lord of the Ring month. Oh boy, can't wait, Dougie. Funny enough, I used to watch this on VHS back when I was 5, and him saying, "This ain't no damn prom," always cracked me up. It's lovely. The God, I hope that. Okay, well, I guess the comments are more meant to be read after the fact.
Movies, but I never was a Martin guy. What little I saw of him in other films never interested me much. And of course,
I saw Black Knight in theater. I don't remember who I saw it with, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't the worst
his
movie.
crowning achievement of, okay, I guess we're doing this, Big Mama's House. Yes, the age-old tradition of men dressing up in drag for comedy is nothing new, but particularly black men dressing up in drag started exploding in the 90s and carried through the 2000s. Why black men specifically? I don't really know. But it raked in the money and Martin's
What movie
career
did I
wasn't
just see
exactly in the
recently
best state at the time.
that
Yeah,
had
I
a
ran the
black
traffic
man
in
in
yellow cars
dress?
too when I was
Oh,
dehydrated.
it literally was demo reel. I was watching demo reel, and they had Malcolm in a dress in one of the last episodes, so it's pretty funny. I guess Doug was aware of what he was doing.
That's some good dehydration. So he said, why not? I mean, hell, he already had some experience prior. And not only did audiences laugh, but Lawrence laughed all the way to the bank. With Big Mama's House being a Big Mama hit in 2000 and even spawning 2 sequels. Well, this was a Disney property, they'd be working on the live action remake even as we speak. Wait a minute. That's already live action? Well, it's 25 years later. We can't forget this nightmare fuel no matter how hard
That
we
was a good
try.
joke, Dougie.
So we might as well look it over. Let's take a look at the film I'm sure more dehydration was the cause of. Let's take a look at Big Mama's House. The credits roll as we open in a dogfighting ring where an FBI agent named John, played by Paul Giamatti, gets captured and is thrown in the ring. And I don't know if it's
I think I've seen Big Mama's House at least once. I don't have any recollection of watching it though.
the shoddy camera work or choppy editing, but I know the makeup effects are not good in this movie, yet somehow this legit fooled me. How would you like to be the Asian guy acting across from that? He looks like Leatherface in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Y'all ain't never heard of Soul Korea?
Okay, I have to compute whether that's subtly stupid or stupidly subtle. This is Malcolm Turner, played by Martin Lawrence, who's saved by other FBI agents who burst in.
It's the same opening as White Chicks, with the guys already establishing they put on disguises to bust people before putting on their disguise. The film. in this instance, being a big fat old lady opposed to two white chicks.
Back at the station, they see a convict named Lester, played by Terrence Howard, has escaped from prison. His girlfriend Sherry, played by Nia Long, was suspected of helping him in the past.
The money was never recovered.
So she gives him access to the vault, cries on his stand, walks away with $2 million large.
Exactly. But we never proved it.
So, not exactly. Classic LAPD there.
Yeah.
Sherry's got a long-lost grandmother, and I've got something special planned for you two.
We assume hijinks
Okay, now
will
it's
be
starting to come
involved.
back to me.
We get the film's official seal of quality. Ah, the editor who did good work and has a
Let's see, is editing?
seal of quality. Ah, the editor
Sure.
who did good work and as a director said,
It's kid movies.
never again. As
Okay.
they stake out across the street from the
Whatever,
real
what are
Big
you gonna
Mama.
Lord, I done told Sadie about this dog. Barbecue some hot dog.
You sure that's the real Big Mama? She's got essence of melting clump on her, too. So I will say the cast isn't that bad. There's good people in this, like obviously Giamatti and Howard, but also Anthony Anderson, Octavia Spencer, Cedric the Entertainer. These are good actors. And so far, nobody seems to be sleepwalking through it. Hell, even Lawrence is playing it pretty straight and doing an okay job at it. So far, the weirdest actor is the house they're in. What the hell is a door doing on the second floor leading to the roof?
This may be the only chance we have while she's out of the house to set the surveillance.
So I don't know much about Big Mama universe or the behind the scenes stuff, but it looks like that lady is in the same fat suit that Martin Lawrence will be in a little bit, which was smart because I remember the only thing I remember particular from this watching this was I remember thinking Martin Martin Lawrence didn't really look like Big Mama. But yeah, it looks like they're wearing the same fat suit. I wonder if it would have been clever if they got the actress playing her granddaughter to be in the fat suit. I don't know.
While her and some friends welcome them to the neighborhood, Turner sneaks inside
Don't
her
think
house.
that's the case though.
Of course, she wants to head back while he's snooping around.
Come on, where's all this great Southern hospitality I've heard so much about? Addie
Maybe
Mae,
it's
if
not
I
a
can
fat
call you
suit.
that.
Did you forget to return Deborah Wilson's Oprah fat suit to Mad TV? Let's
I
shit
think it
those
is a
jokes
fat
even
suit.
Norbit was embarrassed to put in its film. If only Buster Keaton thought to
Nothing worse than black on black crime. Yeah, I paused it for that joke. I thought it was
himself, you know
fine.
what this iconic sight of a house falling scene needs?
Oh,
Fat
that's
old lady
terrifying.
shitting.
Oh, happy day.
He manages to get out as it looks like he set up a hidden camera, but they sneak in later to tap her phones as well. While doing so, they hear Sherry call, so Turner picks up and pretends to be Big Mama. And because everyone in this movie has brain cancer, she falls for it.
Praise the Lord, is my baby Sherry.
And like that, a young writer named Jeremy Seville said, well, if a black man can pull it off.
Your place
That
is
movie's
the only
terrible.
place that's ever really felt like home for me.
She says
Oh,
she's
shit.
coming home, but seeing how Big Mama is out of town, Lon Chaney here says he can not only play the part, but also do his own makeup. Okay, hold on. He's not only doing what usually requires a team of experts to do, but he just happened to find everything he needed close by. Are you
That's what I was
expecting me to
thinking.
believe this is all just makeshift? Oh, never mind, I believe it.
Lord.
You look like the drag scene from Good Burger was left in the oven too long.
First ad break.
Capacitor cores check is okay.
Oh
Fusion
shit.
cores are prime for
All right.
Damn, you fine. Oh, I'm Sherry.
This creates an interesting problem, too. He starts saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things, flirting and hitting on her. But
God, yo, that's an
saying the wrong
outrageous
things
looking
and doing
fucking
the wrong
fat
things,
suit. Look
flirting
at
and
that.
hitting on her.
That's insane looking. That's rough. That's not good.
But nothing about the character indicates he would do that. Surprisingly, as much as I said Lawrence does play it straight early on, he might play it too straight. No part of me is like, oh, I can't wait for this crazy guy to play an old lady, because nothing about him stands out. He doesn't like farts. That's about all I know about him.
Mama, that's Trent, my son. You haven't seen him since he was a baby.
Sherry also has a son named Trent, who even he looks like, I'm too good for this movie and I was in Snow Dogs.
Are y'all hungry?
Actually,
Right.
we are. We're pretty hungry.
We're also lightheaded from that nuclear plant meltdown we drove through. Maybe that's why we're falling for this.
Chef, you like these? One for me? Well, I'm probably not gonna eat it, but you can have mine, all right, Sherry?
Oh, that's so... This guy, maybe? I don't know. Again, it'd be nice if we knew something about him before this all happened. His face starts peeling, so...
Man, old Dougie's getting old. Look at the grays in that beard. Man, time is a fickle bitch.
I don't know. Again, it'd be nice if we knew something about him before this all happened. His face starts peeling, so he uses duct tape to cover it up, and is surprised Sherry asks about it.
Big Mama, is that duct tape on your face?
It's a beauty secret.
Really?
You never use duct tape to get rid of them unsightly hairs?
I wish it was used when this movie was being pitched. They're made of
Good one,
Boston
Doug.
Market
That's
dinner
pretty
while Jim
funny.
continues to work on the
Pretty-
bodycast.
Ugh.
God,
Jesus
I wish that was
Christ.
the picture used when he was nominated for the Holdovers. When it looks like Big Mama's boyfriend named Ben stops by.
Wait a minute. You look different. Different?
You look like Lizzo got turned inside out and spray painted with ugly.
You're getting younger every day.
What have you been drinking? The mutagen that created the Ninja Turtles?
Say goodnight to Mr. Raleigh.
Let's play Count the Awkward Silences because no doubt people will be laughing so much through them.
This ain't no damn prom. I will not be treated like street poontang. You don't come up in a woman's house and leave with your shaboink boink. Ben, if you want to get with me.
Not only have I been to funerals funnier than this, but somehow it felt like there was less dying. I love not getting any.
Who was it?
It's a refill on the kid's allergy prescription. As far as I can tell, she's done nothing.
Okay, Giamatti is way
That's
too
definitely
comfortable in
blackface.
Black arm face? Did you just make that thing?
Yeah. Black arm face. I love it.
To a doctor's office knowing Sherry's son has a prescription. Jesus, Big Mama's house! Talk about a cost-effective yet still disturbing death scene. As you can
What?
just tell, somebody was like, hey, how do we get a wacky birth scene in this?
It's time Rita's gonna have a baby, and you got to deliver it.
Excuse me?
Well, you're the midwife, aren't you?
Yeah, seeing how she treats dogs, this totally seems like something she would do.
Let's close this, okay? You don't want your business waving all in the air.
And seeing how that's Tachina Arnold, I expect this birth to end with...
Everybody hates
Her brother named Nolan arrives, played by Anthony Anderson, who doesn't make things
Pretty
any
funny stuff.
What they need Crisco for?
What the hell are you doing? I think you should sterilize that. Is that sterilized?
Oh, yeah, I use WD-40 and easy awful.
This baby's gonna die! Somehow, even with them around, she manages to give birth to a 3-month-old, and Sherry says, what else? Big Mama did a great job.
You know, if it was a boy, they could have named it like Raekwon or Trevon.
Is she growing eyebrows under her eyes, too? Did anybody look through a camera while making this? The next morning, he finds his mask is peeling off. Do you really think it matters? You can tell these people he's Spider-Man and they believe it. And of course, he has to run around the house without getting noticed. Sherry finds him, though, and he says he's the electrician.
Big Mama asked me to come by. I'm an electrician.
Hey, I buy them more than he's an FBI agent. He says he's Big Mama's handyman, and let's see, we worked in dog fighting and childbirth. What other random scenarios can we throw in for no reason?
Trent knows karate.
Yeah, sure.
Hey!
Hey, if it means I can see Martin Lawrence get the shit beat out of him, maybe it's not so bad.
See you later, Trent.
Bye.
So that scene basically goes nowhere, but don't worry. When Big Mama goes shopping with Sherry, her friends steal her away so we can get another karate scene.
You got to be prepared for this.
That's what I wish I did to the producers of Kangaroo Jack. Big Mama says he's being too hard on them and volunteers to fight next.
Yo, I low-key love Kangaroo Jack. It's one of my favorite movies. Not one of my favorite movies, but it's pretty
Take that,
jokes.
teacher, we're paying
It's pretty
money
funny.
for classes. Why do we keep coming here if we don't like it?
Oh, shit.
The wig falls off, which inspires all the other old ladies to take their wigs off. Yeah, okay, that's a little funny. But it looks like Trent was kicked off the basketball court and
What do you
to
say?
take their wigs off. Yeah, okay, that's a little funny. But it looks like Trent was kicked off the all the other old ladies to take their wigs off. Yeah, okay, that's a little funny. But it looks like
Oh,
Trent
funny.
was kicked off
Okay.
the basketball court and yeah, they worked in childbirth and 2 karate scenes. You know a basketball moment isn't far behind.
Well, y'all better get ready to sit down, because you ain't going to last long once we get up here.
You look like Michael Jordan ate the cast of Space Jam. Of course, Big Mama whoops him in a scene that's not funny, but I'm sure it will look great in a trailer.
Grandma knows she got game.
That was wrong. Looks pretty bad there, too. And he almost does FBI work questioning Sherry, but, you know, boobies.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Can we pretend he fell on the off button for the movie?
Oh.
Hey, it worked!
With the YouTube Music app, you can blend up to 30 artists into one big custom radio station, which means now your thumb is basically...
Check out me playing Arkham Knight every Friday on Twitch. We also have content 5 days a week. Hope to see you there. Also, everybody says it. We also have content 5 days.
Why even do Twitch, man? I would stick to fucking YouTube. Heather, fucking tournament days. Yeah, okay. They do the Q&A on YouTube too. Malcolm, alright. Cool.
Days a week. Hope to see you there. Also, everybody says they never get notified about our latest video, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get all the latest updates. Later, Turner shows
How many
up to say
subs
hi
this
to
fucking
Sherry, and they
channel
end
awesome
up
have?
going fishing. Hey, anything to get away from actual investigation work.
Look at your phone!
I'm beginning to think doing a less offensive Asian impression than John Leguizamo is the only thing this guy is good at.
Something about your eyes. I don't know, they're really
1.4,
familiar.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, you can look into his eyes and get suspicious, but a man imitating your grandma for a week gets nothing. You're making Selena Gomez and Amelia Perez look plausible.
I can't catch anything.
Keep trying, sweetie.
That's because lightning bugs don't fly around during the day. Now leave those Photoshop lens flares alone.
Sometimes, when you want to catch something, you just gotta slow down. Be patient.
Yes, clearly, this looks like a movie that knows a lot about slowing down and being patient. Okay, the wig moment and Anthony Anderson's entrance here are the only two funny scenes so far.
Right now I'm looking at how many views. So let's look at Nostalgia Critic season 17, so last year. 220,000, 382,000, 200, 4 to 195. So he gets at least 200,000 views a year. That's like his average. And then next year, they're all 300, 280 at the lowest. All right. And then 500. Yeah, so like, let's see one of his older seasons. Season 11, 2 million, 2.1 million. Man, his videos, man, they always get views.
Everybody freeze! Ah, damn, you freeze! Oh, damn, y'all done cut Big Mom up into little pieces!
That got a laugh out of me. It's like a bad omen, a funny scene in a Big Mama's House movie. They reveal what's going on, but also lie to him, saying if he helps out, they'll let him be a member.
Probably you get the F, but you won't get the BI until some years come.
Right, because there's some work involved with
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Right.
Okay, did you just squeeze all the funny into this 1 minute? How about stretching it out? It's what comedies are supposed to do.
Because
Gets the proper introduction it deserves.
Nice.
This was originally a Blumhouse movie. As Sherry does what any
Blumhouse?
logical
What's
grown woman would
Blumhouse?
do during a thunderstorm. This movie. This was originally a Blumhouse movie.
Yeah, what the
Sherry
fuck's a
does what any
Blumhouse
logical
movie?
grown woman would do during a thunderstorm.
Oh shit.
Somebody is gonna be Norman Bates by the end of this.
Used to storm like this. And you would wrap your arms around me.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now it's getting scary.
What's that?
Oh, that's just my flashlight.
Close, you're off by one vowel. And in case
Gross.
you had any doubts, this film is basically acknowledging it's a horror flick.
Is there another flashlight under there? Is there another flashlight under there?
Don't look at me. Don't make me a part of this, you nasty bastard. Her body was found the next morning. Nice. Very
Because
good.
we're continuing our black comedy checklist. You know a church has to be in this. As Reverend the Entertainer lets Big Mama speak because, apparently, she's the most influential person in town. Yeah, this lady. In fact, if everybody's so familiar with her, how come Nobody knows she left town for a week.
If we want to be protected, hear me now. I've lusted in my heart, in my living room.
Why couldn't this be a church that says the devil has many disguises? Because man, would they see through this one and go Kingsman on his ass. They sing "Oh Happy Day" because the movie needs more shots for the trailer, but Big Mama thinks someone's in the house.
Freeze!
No, that was in the director's cut.
Let's eat.
I do enjoy how everyone's like, she carries a gun, whatever. Sherry's money is finally discovered, though, but she swears Lester hid it in there without her even knowing.
You're telling the truth.
Big Mama, I should have said something.
Oh, Sherry.
Ew.
On any other day, that might seem strange. Yeah, even Sherry isn't that uncomfortable with it.
Big Mama, what are you doing?
You usually tongue me after we spoon. This family's messed up. Good God, I hope that's your leg. To make things even worse, the real Big Mama returns home.
What the hell's wrong with this dog?
Hey, how about I hop in there and we go for a spin? Huh?
This cab driver only has one line, but man, does he deliver it great.
If I give you $20, would you step outside and kick his ass for me?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
That's just not the first time he's been asked that. Wait, you're not Big Mama, you're Martin Lawrence in a dress. I'll give Terrence Howard this. He's not in the movie long, but man, does he make an impression fast.
Scratch, went the clawing at my door. I said, hoping it was only my imagination.
Oh
This
shit,
was
it's
an
Rhodey.
R-rated thriller at some point. The last 10 minutes is by no means great, but it does have a lot of callbacks to classic farces like mistaken identities and people just missing each other, opening and closing doors, and oh well, a psychopath with a gun is running around. Oh, and Terrence Howard. I guess I'm a sucker for these setups, so it is a little fun to watch.
Big Mama?
Which one do I shoot? Just kidding. It's clearly both. They have a big fight, and just as Turner wins, the truth is revealed.
I was just doing my job.
So the lake and everything, that was just you doing your job, right?
No, that's me trying to get laid. She turns him away, but there's someone he knows won't turn him away. God.
I believe the good book says, if you don't know me, don't judge me.
That was Tupac.
Definitely Tupac.
There's a cute bit figuring out which quotes are from the Bible and which quotes are from rappers and which quotes are from both. And of course, Turner smooth talks his way back into Sherry and Trent's hearts.
But what I feel about you, that's real.
Well, forgive and instantly forget as his less than a minute speech wins everyone over. And they all live happily ever after.
Listen, you could pay for a streaming app and
Yep,
a music
no
app,
ad.
or just get YouTube
Dougie's
Premium
gotta
for
make his money.
$12.99, which gives you both.
But seriously, when we're in bed, can you put the Big Mama outfit back on?
What is wrong
That's
with this
fucked up.
family?
That's weird.
And that was Big Mama's house. It's awful. This film has been a punchline for years, and it's not hard to see why. There's not really much to get out of it. There's like 3 moments where I laughed. The actors are trying, even Lawrence, except when he's ironically in the Big Mama outfit. Then I don't know what he's doing. It's bad for the exact reasons you'd think it'd be bad. It's unfunny mugging for the camera and forced scenarios we've seen a million times with nothing new added. I know I'm not supposed to take it that seriously, but even by that low bar it sets, it's just not that funny or engaging. I said this movie was often used as a punchline, and thank God, because that's one of the few laughs you can actually get out of it.
Good one,
I'm a
Dougie.
nostalgia guy, remember? Hey, wait a minute. Next month is March. You know what that means?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings month!
Holy shit, man. If you have that many gray hairs in your chin, you probably shouldn't hit high pitches that high. What's going on with you, little internet box? What are you sitting at? 17? Can't use your cord. Oh, no. Fuck. Alright, what do you kids think? Maybe we'll know one more episode? One more episode of Old Dougie?
You don't come.
See what we got here. Nostalgia Critic. There we go.
Ghost, the largest arcade in the world to try.
This one's a little
This
different, it
episode
looks
brought
like.
to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your
Should have a
convenience?
charger.
Also
Could have a
brought to you
charger.
by Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh.
Remember, it's you don't have to. I'm at Galloping Ghost, the largest arcade in the world, to try out the new section I like to call Arc Adaptation. See, in the 80s and 90s, a lot of media...
Alright, what'd I miss?
Arc Adaptation.
Fuck, wrong chord. Alright, whatever.
See, in the 80s and 90s, a lot of media had arcade games based around them. You name it, movies, shows, even Aerosmith had an arcade game. And while yes, these games are fun to talk about, not many people discuss them as adaptations. I mean, these games were probably rushed to cash in on the zeitgeist, so it's interesting to look over just how well these games capture the voice of the subject matter. Or how much they made shit up because they didn't have enough info on the subject matter. Case in point, we're going to be talking about one of the most popular beat-em-up games of all time, based on a very unlikely...
I can just feel Rob's energy from behind the camera. You know it's Rob holding that fucking camera.
source, the Simpsons arcade game. How would I get back here? The Simpsons arcade game was released by Konami in 1991 and was an instant success, being one of the top 3 highest-selling cabinets of that year and proving Simpson Mania was alive and well despite the show only being out for 2 years. But with that said, while The Simpsons now has over 35 years of endless characters and jokes to pull from, Konami only had 2 years of content, hell, maybe even less than that to work off of. Needless to say, this makes it tricky to find dozens and dozens of enemies and obstacles to fight. So we're gonna see how well it holds up, not just as a game of even less than that to work off of. Needless, Konami only had 2 years of content, hell, maybe even less than that to work off of. Needless to say, this makes it tricky to find dozens and dozens of enemies and obstacles to fight. So we're gonna see how well it holds up, not just as a game, but as an it's a working title. It starts off as on point as you can get, replicating the show's intro, while also explaining who they are to newcomers. The story starts with Mr. Smithers robbing a jewelry store with explosives. Seems a lot of character. Yes, Smithers and Burns do bad things, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say they don't need the money that bad.
Right?
Smithers literally bumps into the Simpsons, causing him to drop the diamond. Maggie confuses it for a pacifier, so Smithers kidnaps Maggie. Again, for what they had at the time, this was probably the quickest way to get a simple story across. You can either play as Homer, Marge, Bart, or Lisa, all voiced by the original cast. You got a jump button and attack button, and if you push them both, you do a special attack that hurts enemies even more. And unlike some other Konami beat-em-ups, it doesn't take off any of your life force anytime you use it. If you and another player stand still close enough to each other, you can also join forces and do a special move. Even if sometimes it does result in some of the most annoying sounds in arcade history.
I have never played this game, not much of a gamer myself.
I think her weapon being a vacuum had a little bit more reach, but I could be wrong about that. On that note, I guess they were vacuum shopping because I don't know why else she'd just be walking around with that thing. Maybe she's cleaning the sidewalk, I don't know. Also, I'll just say it, some of these situations look hilariously disturbing when you fight as her.
I wonder if he's gonna mention her bunny ears underneath her hair. Dougie loves his fun facts, so I wouldn't put it past.
Jesus! And like Princess Peach, if you're a dainty homebody in a fighting game, naturally your ass is gonna be a weapon.
You got a butt that won't quit.
You walk around town fighting Mr. Burns' hired goons.
Hired goons?
Who are a little weirdly designed. They're middle-aged men who look like, well, a family of 4 could take them out. I just feel like Burns would have tougher henchmen. But all throughout the levels, they sneak in little cameos that nowadays I'm not sure the average fan would recognize. This kid in the arcade was actually a kid in the arcade in the early seasons. These bunny characters are from Matt Groening's old comic strip. Even the boss you find in the first level is a wrestler briefly seen in season 2. So they really tried to utilize as many characters as possible. But yeah, a family sitcom, even an anime one, didn't have much use for assassins and
Pinky.
henchmen and
That's
such. So
that's
they
the
did need to
character
mix
from
them
Life
up.
is Hell.
Like in the first 2 levels, Springfield and Krusty Land. These 2 guys pop up before you fight them as a boss in the 3rd level, and
Those
I
like
have
kids
no
and
idea
those are
who they're
kids.
supposed to be. But they present them like, ooh, these 2 are here, get ready to see more of them. Maybe
Right.
they accidentally got the script for the Moonwalker game when they figured out they got the wrong one, they just never changed it back. Speaking of which, in levels 3 and 4, when you go through a graveyard and a bar scene, I swear these are send-ups to the Moonwalker games, which seeing how Jackson guest starred on the show and may have even written the
Season 3, Episode 1, Stark Craving Homer, The Simpsons. I might be autistic.
Heartman song. I don't think that's such a stretch.
Please, they prefer to be called the living impaired.
Even in that cutaway joke he's wearing a Jackson album, Simpsons Gate is real, whatever it is.
Yeah, Dougie says this is based off the first 2 seasons of The Simpsons, and it might be the first 2 seasons plus the summer the Bartman came out, but this is definitely very heavy Michael Jackson influenced. So it makes me wonder if this was made during season 3 when Michael Jackson appeared on the show, or maybe it was the time between 2 and 3 when the Bartman came out. Song written partially by Michael Jackson.
I guess Mo is really moving up in the world, turning his bar into a franchise. He even has Bart Tracy playing there. Okay, now the background jokes are great.
Whoa, look out, whoa.
Even Mo being on the phone while a fight breaks out indicates this is really nothing new for him.
Hey, everybody, I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells.
And then, yeah, there are jokes that are just there to be video game jokes. Like they have an alien arcade cabinet and it's shown it's Marge as one of the aliens. Get it? Because her hair looks like penis. The Simpsons game itself gets a lot of self-promotion. I think this works because, again, these jokes were par for the course at the time. And it does show you're not supposed to take this too seriously. Now let me continue to analyze every nitpick in connection to the original. Maybe if they waited later, they could have promoted some other Simpsons games. We don't talk about that here. Those were very patient henchmen waiting in those cabinets. Again, knowing Mo, he probably smuggled a million other things in them.
All right, on the light.
Wouldn't put it past old
People often applaud
Moe.
me for how flexible I am. Watch. While I wait for someone to find me and call a doctor, let's talk about Stamps.com. Flexibility in your workday means you can decide when and where to invest your time, like focusing on the important parts of the business that only you can do. And not just lie here with one of your bones, several of your bones broken. With Stamps.com, tedious tasks like sending certified mail, invoices,
Man,
checks,
Dougie Boy
documents,
puts
and
way too much
packages
effort
can be
into these
done
fucking
on your
ads.
time, not someone else's. Stamps.com simplifies your postage needs and adds valuable flexibility back into your workday. Oh, give me a second. Help! Help! Oh my god, I need help! Okay. Stamps.com handles all your mailing and shipping needs wherever, whenever. Seamlessly connect with every major marketplace and shopping cart if you sell products online. Access all the USPS and UPS services you need to run your business right from your computer or phone anytime, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. Take care of mailing and shipping wherever you are, even on the go with the Stamps.com mobile app. All you need is a computer and printer. They even send you a free scale. Easily schedule package pickups through your Stamps.com dashboard. Automatically see your cheapest and fastest shipping options from different carriers. I'm sorry, I just can't do this way. I have to talk to you standing up. There we go. No more tedious postage.
Good job, Doug.
Rate Advisor helps you calculate the best shipping rates fast. Get rates you won't see anywhere else, like up to 88% off USPS and UPS. Have more flexibility in your life with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com and use the code NOSTALGIA for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, plus free postage, and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com and use the code NOSTALGIA. You know I'm also very flexible with my neck watch. Ha! You thought something crazy was gonna happen there. Uh-oh, there goes the left side of my face. Let's talk about Factor. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made... Okay, I can't talk to you this way either. Maybe if I hurt another part of my body. Oh, that's so much better. All the pain's going there now. Anyway, Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. The dietitian...
Looking for a cord. My Bluetooths are dying, I think.
Minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Like if life throws an idiot brain your way, like the idiot brain I have. One idiot brain I have, I can't feel my toes. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. Lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a Randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise. And not doing random flexible stunts like I did. God, everything's awful now. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Factor can make you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfast, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
It's fucking boring.
Goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat. As someone who works a lot and is probably going to spend his remaining years in the hospital, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of other things. So
What up,
Factor is
CC?
perfect.
Watching
The
some
meals
Nostalgia
always
Critic.
taste fantastic, and they take up so little time. As someone who's admitted often
How's your day going?
weekends forgetting how his left hand works, I can say it's incredibly convenient. So eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/nostalgia50off and use the code nostalgia50off to get, you guessed it, 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code nostalgia50off at factormeals.com/nostalgia50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. But something I know I can definitely still do is bend my right thumb backwards.
Malt whiskey?
today.
Malt whiskey, very good. Just read his shirt. Very funny.
Check out me playing Arkham Knight every Friday on Twitch. We also have content 5 days a week. And hit that notification bell.
Yep.
Just a junkie. Yeah, okay, I do wish they could have utilized
Just off
some
to
other
work, eh,
villains
buddy?
they had, like
All
just
right.
bots or Sideshow
That's good,
Bob
man.
or
What are
the
you doing?
aliens.
What are you doing for work these days, baby?
Even instead of the Krusty Balloon at the end of level 2, it would have been cooler if they had some henchmen dressed up as Itchy and Scratchy. Still, like I said, I don't know what the rush for this game was, and it is impressive they worked in as much as they did.
Yeah.
Heck, in the next level, the bear that accidentally gets released from Krusty Land reappears and is drawn exactly like the bears in the camping episode.
It's pretty clever.
That's 2 callbacks. It's clever, too, that they run into Bigfoot, and in the episode I just mentioned, they joke about how Homer is so below average he's confused for Bigfoot. And here, he has the same moves as Homer. That's actually kind of subtle if you think about it. Uh-oh, there's that bear again. You do have to fight the bear at the end, who, wait, was a henchman the whole time? So he was just in a cage and they chased after his employer?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, as you fall off a waterfall and get knocked
Man,
out.
I love old
Leading to the most inventive
Simpsons.
level, your own dream. Or a shared dream if you're playing with others.
We got CC in the chat asking me if I ever played this game. I've never played this game. I saw Doug do a review on this like fucking years ago. It's like his most hated video. But no, not much of a gamer. Have you guys, anyone out there ever played this game in the chat? Let me know what it's like.
This gets really out there and has a lot of fun, using elements from every family member's life as obstacles. And of course, they're operating with Matrix on Elm Street rules that if you die in the dream, you die in real life. Jesus, I never knew Marge had such self-hate. Granted, I think most parents have a dream similar to this about their kids. And it usually ends the same way. You have to fight a giant bowling ball at the end, and afterwards you play one of the few in-between games where you have to push the buttons as quickly as possible. In the old days,
I'll
I
have to
used
check
to
it out.
smash them at the same time as quick as I could, but I think it actually works better if you just go back and forth between them. Once you wake up, you go to the next level, a TV station. And seeing how Konami also did the Ninja Turtles game, you gotta wonder if that channel name is intentional. While they do miss an opportunity to get Ken Brockman in there, I do like he's legit angry people are fighting during his newscast and he just gives up. Don't worry, buddy, there wasn't even a camera recording you. This level's a little underwhelming, seeing how it's only a news set, a space set, and then a ninja set. I feel like they could have gone a lot further with this. However, it is quite revealing to find out that Marge is a rabbit.
There it is. I told you, you cucks, he'd fucking mention the rabbit ears. And that I knew. That I knew, baby.
The boss is, I don't know, Doc Brown, the samurai clown. And once you defeat him, you get to the final level at the nuclear power plant. Honestly, it's not even a level, it's just 2 boss battles. It's almost like they forgot to wake the henchmen up and you just pass them by without even knowing.
How dare you disturb me during nap time?
But seeing how the last level was a little underwhelming, and I feel like we've kind of fought the nuclear power plant a few other times in other levels, I think it's pretty welcomed. And while it's cool the original voices of the main characters are represented here, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the voice of Smithers isn't the original.
Welcome to my world.
Very brave them to have YouTube Rooney return to his most controversial role. Well, again, he went from black to white, went out for Asian in the mix too.
Sorry, the Bluetooth died on me. And I remember watching the screen a lot as a kid in my arcade by me. Yeah, no, I'd never been to an arcade, to be honest. I went to a few arcades, like at the movie theaters or like the like Disney, Disney, not Disney, Wonderland or whatever has you, but never really been to any traditional art side of those places. I will say one thing, this boss battle reminds me of the boss battle in Wolfenstein when you fight Hitler in a robot costume.
Hell, he probably creates Girl Scouts asking for money for cookies in this. And appropriately, he is damn difficult to beat. Jesus, why'd you become as hard as Dragon's Lair all of a sudden? You fight him in a few different forms, which again feels appropriate for the final boss. And after he's defeated, Maggie puts a pacifier in his mouth. Which again is a joke the early seasons would probably end on. Thus the credits roll as they all walk home. Homer even gives you the diamond at the end. Yeah, thanks, those shiny pixels will definitely cover all the quarter guzzling that final boss raked up. So there it is, the Simpsons arcade game. You know, it's still pretty damn good. As a game, it's basically a classic. It's fun, it's creative, it has a lot of variety. On the whole, I give it an A. As an adaptation, it's also pretty decent. It captures the spirit and humor of the early seasons while also being laid back enough to throw in some in-jokes and character cameos superfans would recognize. It does miss the mark in a few areas, like not utilizing even more characters and having a shaky story that, yes, is par of the course for games at that time, but could have been a touch more clever. As an adaptation, I give it a B+. So I guess all added together, that equal out to an A-. It's still a pretty impressive accomplishment all these years later.
What do you guys think? You guys like Dougie doing these video game shit? Yo, it actually makes more sense to do an old video game than have him do new movies because he's nostalgic, not just like he does movies now, like all over the place. But I'd rather have him done other nostalgia based things. I don't know. It would have been fucking old and shitty and dated either way.
With that said, what do you think? Do you think this game works both on its own and as an adaptation? Or do you feel like it missed the idea of what the show was about? Also, let me know if you dig me reviewing old arcade games as adaptations and what ones you want to see me do in the future. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
Welcome to my world.
There you have it. Fucking 2 episodes of Nostalgia Critic. If you guys enjoyed watching that, I got similar videos on my channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Till next time, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.